What's up guys, Jeff here, and today is One Take Sunday. This is where I take you on a tour of my fish store in one take fashion. So if I mess up, we lives with it. Last week we didn't have a One Take Sunday, and I apologize for that, but I did record it. When I was running to get home, because I had a couple things that I was trying to get done Sunday evening, I forgot to grab my camera, and I forgot that's pretty important to do a video, especially because the SD card was still in the camera. And then Monday we had a family day. Went out on the boat with the fam, and yeah, so all right, I'll do better. I will. There's only better. So we are in the back here. We're going to start in the back, work our way to the front. Don't have a ton of battery life, but really the big news back here is we got quarantine in full effect. We also made use of this 65-gallon that we had given to us from a customer, and all our other tanks are loaded as well. We're at the point now where we need to start adding some more tanks so we can effectively have enough fish on hand so we can constantly be adding new fish out front weekly. The big development back here is I got to at least a place where I could temporarily set something up to start selling corals online, because I've been racking my brain on how to go about that in a way that I have stuff available for folks that are shopping online as well as for folks that are in the store. And this is what I came up with. I did have this Rubbermaid tank in the basement, which was holding live rock for me. A little dirty, but we can clean that up. And I had that plumbed into a sump, and then I had a display frag tank that were all in the same system. I think the frag tank that is the display will eventually make its way here, so I can have maybe like a little bit of a grow mother colony type style tank, and then we just have straight up frag tanks. Now as far as lighting goes, the idea behind this isn't so much of growing coral, because if I'm going to be growing coral, it's probably going to be happening in the front. This is going to be just segregating coral so that it can be separated for online sales and basically just keep it alive. So I've been looking at some relatively inexpensive lighting to put on these, and then that whole research kind of led me to the idea of doing a budget build. Think about doing a budget build for the store, and then having all those items available in store for customers. So that might be coming here pretty soon. So if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, because we're going to get back into the builds here. I think that will be beneficial for customers that come in the store, also for you guys, and it's fun. It's fun to do little budget builds, right? So we got a good amount of saltwater fish, even though that most of them are kind of hiding at the moment. Got a lot of small guys. Sorry about that. A lot of small guys in there, and we're working towards the bigger guys. I do have some fish that I've already moved up to the floor, which, you know, is a good thing because people will finally have something other to look at instead of corals. Corals? What? Yeah, I guess that works. Clownfish is what I meant to say. But middle room, middle child, kind of a catch-all. I've been accumulating things over here. I need to get a Excel sheet going because that box over there is like all the store use stuff, because I have a habit of just grabbing things off the rack and using it. It's my shipping station that's kind of been more of a catch-all than anything, which I need to kind of go through today and straighten up. We did, however, break out the old saw and did a little bit of cutting the other day, which is fun. I haven't done fragging and I don't even know how long, but we did that. We had some stuff that wasn't selling in the colony form, because I'm finding that most folks are actually wanting to buy frags and grow stuff out. Just kind of part of the learning process for me. So we put that little saw to use. And this is a shipment of corals that I got this week. I put almost all of the corals that I got in the water box, but I was just really impressed with the low-tech gangster coral shipping that I wanted to hold on to this and take a look at. Not so much replicating it for corals, but I think it's a really good idea for shipping copepods and live foods. I think it's like perfect. So the way that he taped the bag on the bottom made it so that it was basically a square, fits inside the box. So that's something that I'm definitely going to be replicating with the live foods, because we are now selling copepods, at least on the website, which is pretty good. We've done quite a few sales actually already with that. So we're in the front now. As you can see, the color change of things. I don't have the shop lights on at the moment because we're not open, but I do have some of the tank lights on. And with that, that's kind of been my little bit of a struggle with these one take Sundays, is because the lighting for some of the tanks hasn't kicked on yet. Mainly being the Red Sea, some of the fish holding systems, and then the coral tanks, which, you know, part of this is I want to show you some corals because corals are awesome. But yeah, so on Sundays I open up earlier than I do during the week, and my photo period doesn't kick on until 11 a.m. and it's before 11 right now. So depending on what time I upload this, I'm trying to get this done before the store opens so I can get this to you guys a little bit early this week. But yeah, so that's kind of been the dilemma. I've been thinking about filming One Take Sunday on Saturday. I don't know. Maybe we'll just do a coral tour and show you guys what we got going on in the shop. But the water box is on. Still manually turning that on and off, which is kind of a pain in the butt. Needs a little bit of a scrubbing. It's a little dirty at the moment, but slowly collecting stuff. So we did have delivery that went in that back rack of a bunch of stuff that I have full intentions on growing out and selling that way. We'll take a little peek here, see what we got going on. Gorgonian's looking a little upset at the moment. He's usually pretty fluffy. We got a knobby that's looking pretty good. Dragon Soul doing awesome. It's meaty, throwing off some new eyes. You can kind of see them on that edge. Are actually new eyes all the way around it, which I'm pretty happy with how well that's doing. Most of these corals are in the tank. Some of them, like the back rack, and I think maybe two others are stuff that I bought and put in the tank. And then most of what I have in here is stuff that I've gotten in on trades from other customers. So it makes it a little bit easier for me to put in the tank and not have it for sale. But it is what it is. It's a little internal battle. Kelly Tort that I got from a local guy, Jason, that's doing awesome. We got the Walt Disney there, which is looking like it's starting to throw a little bit of blue, which I'm excited about that. My Sinulair is looking kind of grumpy right now. Not sure what's going on with that. Money Port Cap, amazing. That dude is just sick. And then some of these pieces that I've thrown in after the fact are starting to throw colors like that guy. I can't tell you guys enough how amazing this Money Port is. So we got the battery light kicking, but some of the stuff that we got in the back, we got a Midnight Rider. Let me get my finger out of the way because it's trying to focus on that. We got a PC Rainbow, something that's being called a Rainbow Stag, which I don't believe it's a stag at all. I think it's tabling. We got a ORA Frog Skin, Cookie Monster, C is for Cookie, then a Raspberry Tort, and a couple of Zoanthids. But water box, lights just turned on, but things are starting to wake up. But the Acros and Money Port are doing absolutely awesome. So is the Dragon Soul. We got a couple mushrooms that are in there. Doing well. Water, running water right now. We did have a tank set up this week. Actually, it was a week ago now, which cleaned me out on some water, and I've been struggling to re-up on my water. I only have about 60 gallons of salt water, and we're just about hitting the 200 gallon mark on our saltwater pond. Still alive and well. Live food's doing good. I got the UV sterilizer, should be here this week. Freshwater fish, doing good. We got quite a few of them on hand at the moment. This is probably the best example of what I want my tanks to look like eventually. We got some Java ferns, some anubias, some driftwood, rock, got some discus in here, some cardinals, but I want every one of my tanks to look like this guy. And this was kind of an accident, just kind of happened on its own. And I thought it would be hard to get fish out of there, but I've already had to scoop some fish and did pretty good with it. So that is the goal going forward. Saltwater fish, got some lights off, haven't kicked on yet. Doing good. We've got a coral beauty that has been tested, not nipping on the corals, so we're pretty happy about that. But you know how things are, that things can change. It's important to realize. Some firefish, some Maine blizzards, some dotty backs going on, and we got the Frag system. Obviously the lights aren't on. We're trying to get some Chaeto growing. I did put a little bit of trace elements in here this weekend, see if I can get that to boost up. Chaeto's not growing real good, and I got plenty of nitrates. I don't know where my phosphates are sitting at, but we'll figure that out. So battery life is 0 right now, so we got to wrap this up. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. We're going to be making a little bit more videos here in the next couple of weeks. We're not going to just do the one take Sundays, even though that a lot of you enjoy it, because it kind of gives you a little bit of behind the scenes thing, and it seems a little bit more like a conversation. But that's going to do it for today. Thanks so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell so you can be notified every time that I upload a new video. I made it. Battery life, none. Peace.